muteen. Comenten, compartan y hagan lo que se les plazca.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well,
great view from across the water, looking at a majestic Motor City skyline. On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Pistons hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead, then try to get this one over early.
And checking out Detroit, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, the big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dragic, and it's Dang in at the small forward. That's good. Freak's got his second basket of the night. So it's the Pistons now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Now here's Johnson. Following the miss by Freak, they set the pick. Drummond the screen. The drive by Jennings. And it's Drummond missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Freak sets a screen for Dragic. Down low, here's Freak, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Freak. Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Ilyasova, screen on Dragic. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. Detroit, no good that time either. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
And that one's good. Freak.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
They set the screen. Ilyasova, screen on Dragic. The feed to Drummond. Baseline J on the way. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Detroit's head coach and I got a chance to talk for a bit. A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's Drummond. Here's Dragic. 9 points last game out. Passes it to Freak. From the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Jennings. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. The Heat with the lead. On the court for Miami here in the second. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Morris into the lane. Jackson. The shot goes down and he gets back to even. Jackson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pistons. Dragic with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Stojic, and the bucket counts, and his eyes wait the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Detroit making a switch here. Ilyasovas checked in. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. Now, here's Meeks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. It's Jackson with the drive. And it's Deng with the rebound.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Miami no good on that time either.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Meeks with it. Out defended by Freak. Drummond passes to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Dragic. Here's Freak. Then kicks to Freak. Outside Dragic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Feeds it to Freak. Tries again. Here's Whiteside. Well, it was on the time, but they finally get the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Drummond a screen. Dragic against Jackson. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Winslow. Here's Dragic. Rebound, Detroit. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Now, here's Dragic after the miss from Reggie Jackson. And that one's good. Free.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards gave them a bit of a boost. He picked up 18 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now. That'll do it for the first half. Heat out front, leading by...
Dwayne, give it...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Freak really making a difference here.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the three. You take a look at Ilyasova, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Oh, talk about range and versatility and spades. You got it. The one-hand tomahawk for you, folks. That's automatic highlight reel material.
That got their entire bench right up and out of their chair.
And Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates, not just on the bench. Look at the guys even in the game.
Meeks with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Drummond, and it's good off the back rim and in. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
And a wide open look for Freak. And not sure what he was thinking there. Pistons trail by 4. Dishes it to Meeks. It's stolen by Dang. And they're pushing it up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Meeks dishes to Jennings. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Drummond.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Drummond a screen. The drive by Jennings. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dragic the pass to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 6. Jennings dishes to Meeks. Nice ball movement by Detroit. He kicks it to Drummond. He dishes it to Meeks. Clock at 4. That one wide left.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Bosh. Uncovered. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 6 assists now in the game. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Drummond of screen. Jennings kicks to Meeks. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 43% for the game. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is out there with Freak, and it's Green in at the 3. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 5. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. Lets it go. Ilyasova can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And it's Freak missing. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Jackson. Green with the rebound. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Freak missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The dish to Ilyasova. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Jennings. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. To tie it up. And Detroit again with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Freak. Here's Whiteside. Stolen by Jackson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Ilyasova kicks to Jackson. That gives them the lead. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Freak. And again, unable to change momentum here.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Meeks passes to Drummond. Outside Jennings. Ilyasova is screen on Dragic. Jennings can't get it to go.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
To the paint, here's Drummond. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 4 assists in the game. And the Heat with some changes. Bang comes in for Green. And Dwayne Wade. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Stúpido Dragic.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Weón, ya la cagaste.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
They can't guard us on the spacing.
Augustine from outside nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. Dragic kicks to Freak. Expanding his range. Sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
Drummond with a screen on Dragic. And now an intentional
No,
foul.
tenías
They need
que
the ball
hacer,
back as soon as
tenías que
possible.
hacer.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. To win it. Oh, the nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark,
Carlos with
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's Reggie Jackson.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
Yes. I know about it. Ya cancelé Aldo. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to know. And with your admission all over in the place, I just want to be the one. ¿Ahora qué?
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Se le había bloqueado a ese weón. hacer conmigo. Señor Calamardo, venga a ver esto. Tira. Híjole, no llega hace tiempo. Presumido, weón, estúpido. Ya, se acabó. No, ya me retiro.
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
Ahorita vengo.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. I used to be really dirty, Ernie. Talk about their mama, talk about their sister, talk about their coaches.
What if they didn't have a sister?
No, you did not.
Yeah,
what if they didn't have a sister?
Come on.
Listen, I did research.
Okay.
And I mastered the research.
That's
and
called Shaq.
Yep.
Okay.
Got in their head, Ernie. It's called Shaqacism.
Wow. Shaqacism. Well, anyone can bring the A game for, a stretch. But the truly great players, Ernie, they bring it for the duration of the game and duration of a season. So, physical play is good, but mental toughness is better.
Did you like physical opponents? physical matchups, Shaq?
I sure did. EBS, Ernie.
EBS. Oh,
Elbow
EBS?
sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
You had to eat them.
Eat up.
You had to eat them, meet them, and possibly beat them.
Oh, my gosh. You'd be rhyming you on
You
time.
are absolutely on fire
Yes.
today. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Let's take them back.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of David West.
Kevin, so far they've been doing just fine without him. They took on a much different look when he went down, but it seemed to have suited them. They've added a few dimensions to their game that maybe they didn't even know they had before.
And what a luxury that is now, because you can ease him back into the rotation, allow him to get back into the flow without having to disrupt the rhythm of how well they played. So I think the team has definitely grown to be a lot stronger in his absence.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All field have been ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, the timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Duncan in at the center filling out the middle. And Duncan drops them both. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters, and that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
Nobody near Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. And it's the Heat with the ball. And a wide open look for Freak. Good on the three-point shot.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Parker outside. Dishes it to Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Dragic. Outside Dang. Dragic left side. 6 to shoot. The 3. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Ginobili attacking the 11-footer. The shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference too.
And here is Parker following the three-pointer by Freak. Aldridge misses.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And it's Freak missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dragic dishes to Freak. To the wing on the left. Bosh. No one around him. Offensive rebound. Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Freak.
He's really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Freak. He's already up to 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And the shot is good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Right side a screen, and it's Dragic off the drive. Pass to Freak. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 10 points for Freak.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Ginobili outside. Aldridge a screen. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Back to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. He'd have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bosh has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Parker against Dragic. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Plays it up and banks it in.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? Second is Kawhi Leonard.
Not a good offensive rebound. Chris Triangle to grab the rebound when the shot is coming up the rim.
Than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, I think they all have that little bit of extra edge to their game that allows them to put up the kind of rebound numbers usually you only see from power forwards.
Anderson against Green. Soft touch off the glass. Spurs trail by 3. And Turner kicks to Diaw. The pass to Green. He dishes it to Anderson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And another basket for San Antonio.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Green. 9 points last game. Can't cash in from the left block. Now Green feeds it to Turner. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And it's Freak missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Anderson. Over in the corner, Turner. Kept alive. Here's Aldridge. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Freak. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a...
And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the...
In every aspect, you know, it's a change for us, being more vocal, doing it on the court, trying to lead in practice. I think overall everything...
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more... The Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Green comes in for Winslow. Freak's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Augustine. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Aldridge. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Evan Turner. On the court for San Antonio, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Duncan is out there with Cole Aldridge, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons did some really solid work on the floor. He finished 21 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Dragic against Ginobili. 1:21 left to play here in the half. Here's Duncan, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Parker. And it's Freak missing.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Anderson a screen on Green. Parker against Green. 13 feet away. Here's Duncan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Duncan's got 11 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
San Antonio leading by 6. .24 seconds left to play in the first half. Green against Ginobili. It's hauled in by the Heat. Green kicks to Dragic. Good. Dragic has got his second bucket.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Freak really making a difference here.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Freak is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And Dang, here we go. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's Aldridge. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Bosh heads the pick for Dragic.
Move the ball.
Kicks it to Freak. Good D by Parker. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. Dragic the pass to Freak. Whiteside a screen on Leonard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The shot by Turner, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Whiteside kicks to Wade. Good ball movement here by Miami for the lead. And it's Freak missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Diaw. Back to Leonard. To the middle. And Diaw with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Diaw's got his first 2 points of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Freak.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Leonard. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for DJ Augustine. Tries it from 19. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 6.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Here's Freak. It's hauled in by Diaw.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
Leonard attacking. Shot is off. And Miami the other way now. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow's running. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Wade.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Diaw, the screen. And Turner kicks to Diaw. They kick it out to Green. Here's Aldridge. Almost, but it rolls out. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Freak dishes to Wade. Here's the screen. Passes to Freak for the tie. Rebound San Antonio.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Aldridge a screen. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Turner trying to free himself up. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Freak. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Here's Turner. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Leonard on the wing. He's got 12. Diaw sets the pick for Leonard. And there's the feed to Diaw. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Heat have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Freak passes to Stoudemire. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Boris Diaw. The Heat have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. He's off on the first. A different look for Miami. Luol Deng is checked. So it's San Antonio now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Duncan. Green out there with Turner. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. The Heat trail by 10. Freak with it. He kicks to Whiteside. Freak sets a screen for Whiteside. From the line, Duncan with the block. Outside Turner. Outside Green. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Freak with it. Leonard picks him up. Whiteside a screen on Green. And it's Dragic off the drive. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Spurs leading by 10. And Turner kicks to Aldridge. He feeds it to Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today? And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
For San Antonio, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Dragic against Turner. They set the pick. Dragic dishes to Freak. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. 20 points for Freak.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Turner against Dragic.
That's the wall.
Aldridge down low. Some solid defense from Bosch. The Heat trail by 11. And Dragic has it in the corner. Bosch passes to Freak. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's San Antonio with the win.